Hello, everyone! Welcome back to another episode of Me Outfit B! It's Mr. Toast! Can you believe it? I can. Let's play some Mario Kart. So, today is actually a post-commentated episode. I tricked all of you. Ha ha ha, take that. Dylan. Yep, there's probably a Dylan watching. Anyway, this is a post-commentary episode, and today we'll be playing as Yoshi in the standard cart. It took me a little bit to decide the character cart because I needed to check my spreadsheet, but that's what that waffling was about. So, without any further ado, let's jump into the first race here, which I have for you is on Shy Guy Beach. This was the first race of the actual thing, so that's pretty cool, right? Try to get a draft off Baby Peach immediately, but of course she does not like that, so she moves out of the way, and I start snaking immediately, because snakes are what you do in this vehicle, and in any vehicle in Mario Kart, to be honest. Well, not any vehicle. Any cart, I'll say that much. I miss all of these back-spammed items, which is pretty nice. I miss the bullet and the crab, but I do not miss the star. I get starred. Quite unfortunate, and I will get an 8th place box here, which happens to be a POW. POW's not terribly helpful, but I am going to wait to use it until I'm going down the side shortcut, just so a bunch of POW'd items don't get Sproon? What word am I looking for here? They don't get sprawled out across that area. Yeah, that's what, anyway. Wario is bumping me around, kind of rude of him. I wish he would not do that. He also backspams me here. Unfortunate. I do get triple mushrooms, though, in 3rd place, which is quite a steal. And a blue shell's coming, so I am able to dodge another one. Now, the best place to use a mushroom in this spot is right after the first island that has that green spot. There's a little island off to the side. You can see it on the minimap, that little dot of an island. You use it to... You mushroom through that island, and there's an item box actually on that island, so it's pretty perfect, actually. So I'm just waiting to use it here, but then there's another blue shell. So, perfect. I guess I can dodge another blue shell. No problemo. Keep in mind this is the first race, and there's already been 2 blue shells in the same race, so that's pretty dire circumstances here that we're looking at. But I do get all of the hops, and I do get shocked, but I am able to avoid the last cannonball and just kind of exist until the end of the race. Yeah, so, and then there's another blue shell. But I managed to pass the finish line before the blue shell hits me, so... negligible, I suppose. It could be worse. Could have come like 3 seconds earlier, and then I would have gotten, 4th place or something. But anyway, here's my next race for you. It is on N64 Mario Raceway. I decide that I'm not going to go hit the good luck wall because I don't need good luck. I have skill. So that's me. Anyway, I decide to hit Waluigi with my green shell. Perfect. Mucho good. I don't know the Spanish word for good. Anyway, I do get red shelled here, so I do drop down to 9th place, but then I make it back up to 8th for an item, and it is a golden mushroom. Best place to use a golden mushroom is on this turn coming up ahead. You mushroom here, and then you go outside the pipe so you don't get hit by items. Unfortunately, the red shell locks onto me while I'm on the road part of it, so not great. I do have to crawl a little bit out of the off-road, but that is a-okay. I'm still in a pretty good spot. 4th place is nothing to cry at. Nothing to scoff at, if you will. But just something. I accidentally spammed this mushroom right into a banana, so kind of sad. But I will get an item. I will not get POW'd out of an item. I know Donkey Kong does not have an item because he got his POW'd out, so I'm safe to drive wherever I kind of want here. I'm going to pass in here, and I'm going to get a new item, which is another banana. I like bananas. Potassium is good for you. This red shell's coming for me, and I'd like to drift the other direction to try to hit it, because when you're in an outside drift vehicle and a red shell's coming for you, it'll take the inside of the turn, and some vehicles are wide enough that it'll hit you before it hits your banana. So I was trying to put the banana in between me and the red shell, but that quite did not work. So that's what happened there. I hit Donkey Kong with my other banana, and now I'm in 1st place. Wario decides to get a draft off of me, I believe. Nope, I'm just remembering something that didn't happen. Okay, cool. Oh, yeah, the blue shell. Blue shell hits me. I slow down enough for me to hit Wario with it as well. And Donkey Kong pushes me around a little bit, but I'm still a contender, I have a green shell now. Baby Peach gets hit immediately. Nice. Rosalina gets the draft off me, which is actually fortunate, because then the blue shell comes. It hits Rosalina, but Wario's still out there. I hit Wario with my green shell, and now I know that Toad has no item, so I am free to just kind of bask in the first place that I just got. Awesome Possum with a cherry blossom. That's me in first place. Let's go. Gonna get some water. Next up for you, I have Moo Meadows. I almost called this Mushroom Gorge. Can you believe it? Anyway, I accidentally get bonked into the wall immediately. Nobody drafted me this rate. Oh, Donkey Kong drafted me. Never mind. I don't get an item. So I'm just in the back with no item. You're starting to see a pattern here with these races that I'm showing, aren't you? It's me failing and then just getting in the back and then dying slowly. I still have no item. It just happens like that sometimes. Rosalina's big, so I'm gonna go off the ramp, and then she flattens me on my way down. So I still have no item. I've driven the entire first lap with no item. So that's fun. I don't need an item. Items are optional in this game, apparently. I didn't know that. Guess I do now. Anyway, I get an item for the first time this race. It is a star. I'm gonna try to hold on to this for a bit. But then I want to hit Toad, and then I miss him anyway, so that's awkward. I hit the wall. Not great use of the star, to be honest. It's probably better in the second section here, like this section over here with the moles. Probably better to cut off stuff instead of go off the ramp. I do get this really nice hop over the hill, the grassy hill. Yes, the knoll, if you will. K-N-O-L-L. I know words. Anyway, I'm in first place now with a red shell. Can't do much with a red shell in first place, but luckily for me, a blue shell comes, so I can throw that red shell backwards at somebody else, and it doesn't even hit them. Congratulations. I go inside the cows. I do hit a little bit of off-road, so I do slow down a little bit, but now I have a red shell. Wario has some bananas, so I'm not going to throw it at him. Instead, I'm just going to go forward, because I can beat him out with my lines. So that's what I decided to do. I get first place, and I throw all my items back, because I am a jerk. Note to everyone out there, don't do that online. That's kind of seen as rude online, but, I mean, if I'm against computers, I don't care. I'm throwing them back. See if I care. Anyway, next we have Wario's Gold Mine. This is maybe the, 13th race that I did, I want to say. I'm just making up numbers. I have no idea. I hit Donkey Kong, but then I immediately die to a red shell, so that's a little sad. I was trying to drift such that it would go off the edge and I wouldn't, but that did not quite happen. Instead, I drifted, and then both of us fell off the edge. Anyway, I'm in 9th place. Bullet passes me, so I'm back in 10th. But then I'm in 9th again. You can look at the placement counter. I believe in you. I get bumped by Mario and I almost fall off the edge here, but thank goodness there's an invisible wall there. I have a bomb that I don't really want, so I'm just gonna toss that back here and take the shortcut, which you almost always want to take the shortcut. It's an awesome shortcut. I get triple red shells, so I'm gonna throw one here at Mario, and I'm gonna wait on the other two a little bit until I have people in my view. It's fun to throw red shells off of these hills, and it doesn't hit anyone, because it flies off the track, but I still think it's fun, so I do sacrifice a red shell to the void, as you should always do. And then I pull a mushroom. That's pretty great, actually. Mushrooms are okay on this track, but, having a shell and a mushroom is pretty awesome. I throw this red shell at Donkey Kong trying to get him off the edge in this jump, but I forget that red shells don't follow the same path that players do in a jump, so that wasn't going to happen anyway. But anyway, Waluigi's got pretty large of a lead, so I decided to use this mushroom, see if I can get an offensive item, which I do. I do get a red shell, but I unfortunately can't use it against Waluigi because I have to block the red shell coming from me from Dry Bones. So I am closing a little bit of the gap between me and Waluigi. And I get triple bananas. He decides to go off the ramp. Idiot, that's slower. And then his green shell hits my bananas, so I am still alive till another day. He's still very close behind me, however, so I'm a little worried about that. I'm going to try to trap him here, I believe. Yes. That does not work. Oh, it does work. I lied. It works! So then I get more of a lead, but then the blue shell comes. Very, very fun. Waluigi dies, and so does Rosalina, I guess, so I stay in first place. I mean, that's okay with me. See if I care. I'll take first place, I guess. And there we go. We hit the pillar, and that is how you do it in Wario's Gold Mine. If you don't hit the post at the end, then what are you even doing? You're just wrong. So I die, and then it's the next race. Next race I have for you is DS Delfino Square. I don't remember when this one was. Maybe like around the 24? Race 24 or 23, I want to say. Starts off pretty typical when you're in a car. You just get passed immediately. Wario has no item, so I'm free to just kind of drive how I will, but there is a green shell behind me that I hear in time to get out of its way. And this section of the map is kind of hard to drift through, but I do manage to drift through it, and I go for the dock shortcut, but I miss the mini turbo, so I don't actually get anything accomplished, really. And that drops me all the way back into last place, so I'm gonna have some catch-up to do! Hey, starting to see a theme with this episode? Ketchup. Yep, I love ketchup. Ketchup is really good on hamburgers. Can't what is the word I'm looking for? Can't rate highly enough. We'll just say that. Anyway, I have a bullet. Now, bullet in 10th place is pretty crazy, but I'm just gonna hold on to this until the shortcut, because you could use a mushroom or a star to take the shortcut on this track, but if you use a bullet while you're in the shortcut, then it takes the shortcut. So that's pretty neat. That's what I'm gonna do. I go ahead and take this path because it is my preferred path. I think they're about the same length. The path I take is just easier to hit the dock shortcut afterwards, so that's normally why I take that one. But you can take either way. And I use the bullet to negate my banana hit there. And this bullet kind of dropped me off at an awkward spot, because it was in the air, but I didn't get any sort of boost, so I was falling pretty slow to the ground. Not ideal, but I mean, I'll take it. I mean, I used the bullet, so I'm not complaining about anything or anything. Anything or anything. Yes. I'm not complaining about anything or anything. Take that, anything. Anyway, what do I get here? I get a green shell. Green shells are pretty nice for just your standard protection, so I'll just be holding on to that for a while. I do hit the wall here on accident, but I wasn't going to go for the dock shortcut anyway because of my terrible first lap experience with this shortcut. 0 out of 5 stars. But I do have enough of a lead that honestly I could do a lot of things. As long as I don't get hit by an item, I'm pretty much golden. And even if it's a red shell, I think I'll still manage. But anyway, that is that race, Delfino Square. Marvelous. It's important to hydrate yourself. Of course, I normally don't hydrate myself, so I'm one to talk. But anyway, Mushroom Gorge! Mushroom Gorge is my next race. This came sometime after Delfino Square, because that's how I sort these races, but I really don't remember when it was, so you're just gonna have to believe me. I got a 3rd place item, which is a mushroom. Now, if you've seen the series before, you know what a mushroom means on Mushroom Gorge. That means that I have to go for the gap jump. And for those of you who are not familiar with my channel, why did you start on episode 94? That's kind of crazy.
I don't know, I just like the channel. I just wanted to start on episode 90 what?
94.
94.
My wife has just entered the room. Hello, wife. Anyway.
Hi, husband. So good to see you after work, husband.
I'm glad you are home. Unfortunately, I must keep recording for now.
That's okay.
Okay, carry on. Anyway, I completely fail the gap jump, as typical of this, Sorry, my wife is just standing here awkwardly. Anyway, I get a blue shell, and I decided that I'm going to hold on to the blue shell until I'm in 1st place, because I don't want to get blue shelled later in the race, so I'm just going to have it for a while until I get fake item boxed in the face. And then a POW comes, so I will not be able to hold on to it. I decide I'm just going to throw it at Rosalina, and it hits her. Marvelous. Unfortunately, I get another mushroom here, which means that I have to take the gap jump again, and let's just say that it doesn't go quite as well as last time.
It goes better. Oh.
No, it goes... There's a little more heartbreak there, because I almost made it, but not quite. Anyway.
You had like a quarter of a wheel.
Yeah, basically. Unfortunately, I need all 4 of my wheels to be on the track, so... I get triple mushrooms here, and I decide that it's not worth it to try to go for the gap jump again, because I need to use items in order to catch up. So I use them all here, and I try to go for another item, but I just miss. So that's awkward. Probably could have saved one of my items, but that's okay. Another POW's coming, so I take some ground mushrooms, and we go over the last mushroom section, and not much happens. I don't get blue-shelled or shocked off the edge, which is very nice. I wish that would happen every time, but unfortunately it doesn't happen every time. It happens not as often as I'd like.
You wish you'd get blue shell or knocked off the edge?
No, I wish I would not get blue-shelled.
Oh, there's your blue shell. Oh. What a relief for you.
Yeah, something like that. Anyway. The next race I have for you is Wario's Gold Mine. Ha ha ha. 2 Wario's Gold Mines in the same episode. Can you believe it? I can. Yes.
I'm gonna go.
Yeah, this is kind of weird commentating with somebody else in the room. I don't know how I like it. Anyway.
I thought you were very aggressively playing Overwatch.
That's fair.
And then I realized none of the words were the right words. Anyway, I'm done.
Anyway, yes, so Dryball's just like dives off the edge, and I hit Waluigi here, and then, watch this, I throw my other banana back, and I hit Waluigi again! Take that, Waluigi, you nerd. I think Waluigi qualifies as a nerd. He's a lanky nerd. That's the general description I'd use to describe him to a police officer who is a sketch artist. Anyway. I'm in first place with a shell and a banana. Things are looking pretty good for me. Like, I mean, okay, a blue shell or a shock could take my items away, but I have a very large lead. I throw this green shell back, and it hits Waluigi. Can I just say awesome? I get blue shell, which is not quite so awesome, but that is, alright. I manage. I still have a pretty good lead. I have no items, but that's okay. I have to straighten out before I can dodge the POW, because if I don't, I'll get flung some direction. I don't really know. One of the directions. Probably a bad one. And I get a banana. So, once again, I'm feeling pretty confident about this race. I get a huge lead because Wario falls off the edge, like the idiot that he is. Wario, I don't think is a nerd. He's more of a jock. Yeah, Wario's a jock and Waluigi's a nerd. I don't know how they became friends. Like, those are forbidden categories to ever talk to each other. Anyway, I get another banana, and Rosalina's coming up kind of on me, but I'm not worried about it. I got this race in the bag. I do hit the wall, though. So Rosalina does catch up quite a bit, and the POW comes, so I lose both my items. Now, this is a little bit more of a panic mode, but I'm still in first place. So, like, what could happen to me? I get another fake item box, so I go for another item to get some protection, and it's another fake item box. I'm a little worried about a red shell at this point, but Wario dies, so I have some room. Then a blue shell's coming. Oh, great. I think I can get past the line fast enough, and then a red shell comes, and I end up getting third place. So, I do get that last second blue shell that I thought was going to happen on Mushroom Gorge, but apparently did not. Anyway, those are the races that I have for you today. So, thank you all so much for watching this episode of Me Outfit B 94, as we said. That's a lot of episodes. Probably better think about what I'm doing for episode 100. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. We're not quite done here because we did unlock something new, which is the melon car. That is the honey coop. So we'll be playing as that next episode. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you all later. Dear Lord, thank you for today. I pray that you bless the fruit of our hands. Help us to glorify you in everything that we say and do today. In your name I pray, because you are the one who saves. Amen.